Hello and welcome to NewbTube. I'm glad that you're here. Hopefully you're watching this in the future and you're looking at this and this is the very, very beginning, the first day of what will be many, many days of a successful YouTube channel. So how this came about was I purchased a course from Thomas. If I messed the last name up, Thomas, I apologize. Gantz, Thomas Gantz. I bought his YouTube course and his high-ticket YouTube secrets course and his no-face YouTube course. And we had a little bit of dialogue back and forth. And Thomas is extremely successful, and he makes very good. I believe, in prior videos, he makes a very solid 5-figure monthly income on YouTube, which is fantastic. That's, over 6 figures doing what he wants to do, and it's a lot of hard work. But I like the saying that if you work hard, the money comes easy, and if you try to work easy, then the money will come hard. So me and Thomas had some back and forth. I was actually interested in something else when I learned about his channel and about what he was doing. And we basically went back and forth, and he basically explained to me that in his journey of being in YouTube, he had before he had ever made his first dollar, before he ever made his first profit, that he put 6 months into it every day, every single day, working on it before he made his first dollar. And that sounds pretty reasonable. So, that's a long time, and it can get very discouraging to do something for so long and not see any progress. But it's the unseen growth that takes place. It's like the Chinese bamboo tree. It's like a Chinese bamboo tree. It takes 5 years to grow, and in the first 4 years, it doesn't appear, it doesn't even sprout outside the ground. But in the 5th year, it grows exponentially, really, really tall. And all of that growth takes place in that first 4 years. It's just long, and it's tedious, and it's arduous. But an overnight success takes a long time to happen. So I understand that. I get it. And that's why I said, well, you know what? I want to duplicate Thomas's success. He's made it very clear. His course is very, very well gone out. I've gone over. I'm a little bit more than halfway through the course, through the No Face YouTube course, and then there's a second course that I purchased in addition to the No Face YouTube course, and that was the high ticket course. And if you're interested, I will have affiliate links down below in the description. It's a very reasonably priced course. It's 100% real. It's not inflated or hyped up or anything. There's so many things like that that are inflated and hyped up, and it's out of reach for most people. But what I like about what he's doing is that it's really in reach. If you really can get started with very little. You just have to put the time in. So I'll be talking more about my thoughts on that in the upcoming days. I want to keep these videos pretty short. I have decided I'm going to do 3 projects at once. Now, generally speaking, that like why would you do like 3 at once? Because they're all YouTube channels, and I'll explain why. So the first channel, the one you're watching right now, is NewbTube, NEWB Tube, and this channel is about how a new person can make money using creative content. So that's what NewbTube is about. That's the whole focus. I wouldn't say it is a make money type of channel. It's basically how a new person can make money online, make a passive, sustainable income online using creative content. So that's the whole point of NewbTube. I am going to this is going to be like a video diary along with some information, along with some how-tos. So it's going to be a money-making oriented type of channel, but it's mostly going to be focused toward new people and how they can get started. And you can get started with little to no money at all, because I think there's a lot of people that are really going to benefit from this. And I think there's some really tough times coming. So knowing how to do this and setting this up is going to pay dividends in the long run. So there's plenty of time to get started. I'm excited about doing this. I understand, it's like going on a diet and losing 40, 50 pounds. If you watch somebody through their transformation, somebody who is morbidly obese, and then they're really now physically fit. Well, that didn't happen overnight. It really took a lot of getting everything together and working every single day, and really like chronicalizing what took place. So that's my first channel, is NewbTube. The second channel is called Diplocritic, and Diplocritic is basically a channel because I have a lot of specialized knowledge and experience. I was with the U.S. Foreign Service for 10 years, and I was in the military prior to that for 20 years. So I have a lot of very specialized experience, a lot of like information that's not out there. Like I was going through some issues during my time. I went through and I joined this unique kind of a program. And there's a lot of information that I have that's just not out there. And I said, this is an opportunity, again, to monetize my experiences, and also to collaborate. And I'm also interested in continuing to have some kind of an affiliation, just like being a veteran. I'm a veteran. I'm a 20-year Army veteran. I want to continue to have an affiliation with my former career. There's a part of me that wants to let it go. I'm no longer in the military. I'm no longer in the Foreign Service. But at the same time, I have a lot of information. I have a lot of knowledge that I think that people can benefit from. So I want to put that information out there. I chose Diplocritic because there was a blog that I had really liked that I used to go to practically on a daily basis called Diplopundit. And after this individual had been there for so long and had written it, she had decided to stop after doing it for so long. I tried to persuade, that person's anonymous, but I reached out a couple of times trying to persuade that person to sell me the site, to allow me to continue to do the work. Because what I liked about Diplopundit was it was a check on the department. It was like it wasn't an internal thing, but it was like people who are a part of the operating of foreign missions in the U.S. State Department would go to this site, and this site would give it basically was like a pundit. It was like it was talking about more or less the inner workings of the State Department, not necessarily the foreign policy aspects of it, but the general management of the State Department, and what's going on, and maybe various issues and all that. It's not meant to be, Diplocritic is not meant to be necessarily completely critical, but it's like there always should be some kind of a check on the department. There always should be some kind of like, hey, what's going on? There are these deficiencies, and these are things that can be corrected. And also highlight when things go right. I think it's important to also tell the story of when things go right. So it is a great career. I know in my career, my own personal career, I had made a lot of mistakes. I had a lot of personal challenges. I had my share of wins and losses. And, it's all said and done. I retired honorably. And, sometimes I got a little bit in trouble in some respects, but I ran into some trouble. Some of it I take full responsibility for. Other things is not, it just sort of happens. But I won't go into it too much from here and there. It's just that I have a story to tell, and I'd like to continue to tell the story, and I'd like to continue, if I can try to do the prior blog justice, the Diplo Pundit blog, any type of justice. I would. Now, Diplo Pundit didn't, as far as I know, didn't have a YouTube channel, so I'm going to have I'm not going to be totally copying Diplo Pundit. I'm going to put my own spin on it. I'm a very different person than the prior author. I'm going to interject my own personality and my own thoughts and feelings into, because it's my blog. And I know that Diplo Pundit would have like a fundraising drive. I'm going to monetize in a very natural way, in an evergreen way. When there's an affiliate program or something that I can throw in there, and again, YouTube ad revenue and all that. That's a way to support the channel and the blog. And I'm not opposed to making some money. I'm not opposed to seeing that channel also grow. I'm not going to say it's a public service. I would like to try to do both. It's like CNN or Fox News or MSNBC. They're not non-profit organizations. You try to like have a journalistic viewpoint and have professional standards, but it is a for-profit type of business. So I want to do right by the department. I want to do right by the people who are in the department or considering joining the department or prior members of the department, and I want to have that blog go on as well. And then finally, the last YouTube channel that I'm having is Essential Travel Items. So I have a Shopify store called EssentialTravelItems.com, and I've done a lot of other businesses prior to this, so I've had some success. I'll go into that in other videos, but Essential Travel Items, I got this idea. This is the first video that I saw from Thomas, and it involved about a travel channel. Now, travel is perhaps the biggest passion that I have. I love to travel. I love to go and spend prolonged periods of time in foreign countries. I've had 5 overseas tours in the military and 5 overseas tours in the Department of State. I've lived on 5 continents. Not visited, I've lived on 5 continents. So I have a Shopify store called EssentialTravelItems.com. But Thomas was talking about like having a travel channel, talking about different countries and different travel opportunities and all that, and having like no-face videos, and that's what I was initially interested in. So probably Diplo Critic and Essential Travel Items are going to be no-face channels, and then NewbTube is going to be a face. I'm going to have my face on NewbTube. So Essential Travel Items is going to talk about travel. It's going to talk about different countries, different opportunities. There's an endless number of topics, but it's also going to, like in the background, I'd like to, have a short plug for the Essential Travel Item Store. And I also hope that I can incorporate and get to the point where I'm able to earn YouTube ad sharing revenue along with that. So it'll be a travel channel. The name of the channel is Essential Travel Items because that's the name of the store, that's the name of the website, that's live, it's already there. I get a customer coming in here every so often. I'd really like to expand on that and have that grow. So it's Essential Travel Items is a place where people can go and say, oh, okay, I'm going to Thailand. What type of items do I need to take with me? I'm going to Bolivia. What type of items do I need to go there? Different countries, different items, different climates, different experiences. We want to get you covered with the right items, but then also just have a general travel channel. Help you get the most value for the least amount of money in your travel space. All right, so right now I'm going to have like a little PowerPoint very short. This is again, this is day one for me, so I'm not going to polish this too much. But I'm going through what I'm doing is I'm going through Thomas's course, and I'm going to go through it completely, and then I'm going to go back and I'm going to start making these videos better. But I also follow a person by the name of Jeffrey Combs. I'm one of his coaching clients, and Jeffrey Combs talks about neurotic perfectionism. A lot of people don't get started in doing these kinds of activities because everything has to be right. All the circumstances have to be right before they decide to do something. And that's the wrong answer. Things are never going to be totally right. The timing is going to be off. There's going to be things going on. There's going to be family emergencies. There's going to be pandemics and, stagflation, and there's going to be uproar, and there's going to be, the car breaks down and, get sick and all that. But no matter what happens, I am committing myself right here and right now, come hell or high water, to make some kind of a video, even if it sucks. I'm going to make a video every single day. So I want to chronicleize what I'm doing. So today, the first day, day one, I spent $33.20 to get the domain name Diplocritic because it hadn't been taken. I wanted to get it before I actually talk about it on a YouTube channel. I signed up for NewbTube, and I've invested about 60 minutes at least in watching Thomas's videos. And so I'm going to tell you about how much time I'm spending, how much money I'm spending, what day, and then what my subscriber counts and what my number of views are. So I'm trying to reach those numbers, and it's going to start out really slow, and it may take a very, very long time. I might have a lot of videos and still not have anybody. It's like, am I just talking to myself? But I have this gut feeling that if I just keep producing the videos, no matter what, just keep making these videos, keep uploading these videos, it's going to work. I just have to put the time in and do it every single day without fail. And that's my goal, and that's what I'm committed to doing. So I'm glad that you're here. If you've, hopefully maybe I'm one of those 5-6 figure a month income earners like Thomas is, and you're like somebody like in the future is wanting to know how I got started. Well, this is pretty bare bones. I'm getting started right now. I'll talk more about more things tomorrow in the next video, but very, very humble and very basic beginnings. Like really, like I thunk up this idea this afternoon. It's like, I'm not going to wait. I'm just going to go for it. Just going to go ahead and do it. And we'll worry about cleaning it up and polishing it later. But warts and all, here we go. It's gonna get better. You have to. I really believe you have to suck at it first before you become really good at it, and that's my goal. So thanks for watching NewbTube, the first video of NewbTube, and this won't be, this is a daily thing, so at least on a daily basis you're going to get a video from me. So thanks for watching, and I will talk to you soon. Thanks.